When I was young, I believed life was simple. My father was wealthy, and because of that, I never worried. I didn't study much. I didn't work. I had everything I wanted without lifting a finger. If I saw something I liked, I asked for it, and my father bought it. My friends often told me to think about the future, to plan ahead, but I just laughed. Why should I worry? I'd say. My father has money, that's enough. Every morning, I woke up late, had breakfast in bed, watched TV for hours, and hung out with friends. We ate at the best restaurants, wore designer clothes, and drove luxury cars. Life felt perfect. I thought it would always be that way. I never considered how that money came. I never asked my father about his work or his struggles. I lived only for the present, never for tomorrow. Then one day, everything changed. My father called me into the living room. He looked serious. "Sit down," he said. I smiled, thinking it was just another conversation, but his expression was different. He wasn't smiling. He wasn't joking. "You're not a child anymore," he said. "You must start thinking about your future." I laughed. "Why worry? I have everything I need." He shook his head. "You have everything because I worked for it. But life isn't always easy. One day, things may change." I didn't understand. I thought he was being overly cautious. I brushed it off and left to meet my friends. The next morning, I woke up to find my father waiting for me again. He looked straight at me. "You need to learn about life," he said. I rolled my eyes. "I know about life," I replied. "No, you don't," he said firmly. Then he told me to come with him. We got into the car and drove off. He didn't speak. As we moved through the city, I began to notice things I had never paid attention to before: people walking quickly, cleaning streets, selling food at roadside stalls. We entered a part of the city I had never seen. The buildings were old, the streets dusty, and the people looked tired. He pointed to a man selling fruit. "He wakes up before sunrise, works all day, doesn't complain. He does it to feed his family." Then he showed me an old woman sewing clothes in a small shop. "She's worked for 40 years. She doesn't earn much, but she never stops." For the first time, I saw the reality I had always ignored. These people weren't lazy or unlucky. They were hard-working, determined, and strong. We drove back in silence. I couldn't stop thinking about what I had seen. When we reached my father's office, he asked, "Do you know what I do every day?" I shrugged. "You work." He nodded. "Yes, but do you know how hard I work? I run this company. I make decisions. I solve problems. I do it all for you." I looked around. I saw tired workers, busy phones, endless paperwork. I had never seen the effort behind the money before. I only saw the luxury it brought me. Now, for the first time, I felt guilty. Then my father handed me a small notebook. "Starting tomorrow, you'll work here," he said. I laughed. "Me? Work? Yes," he said firmly. "From the bottom. You need to learn. Because one day, I won't be here." I didn't know what to say. I had never imagined a future without my father. But he had made his decision. My easy life was over, the first day of work. The next morning, I woke up early, something I had never done before. I dressed and went downstairs. My father handed me a small lunch bag. "Lunch," he said. "Can't I eat at a restaurant?" I asked. He shook his head. "Today, you're a worker." At the office, he introduced me to Mr. William, a serious-looking man with glasses. "He will guide you," my father said, then walked away. Mr. William handed me a chair and a stack of papers. "Check the numbers. Find the mistakes. Work fast." At first, it seemed easy. But an hour later, my head hurt. The numbers blurred together. My back ached. By lunch, I was exhausted. I opened the bag: simple food. No restaurant meals, no expensive drinks. Around me, people ate quickly, quietly. Then they returned to their work. No long breaks, no chatting, just dedication. I missed my old life, but I also felt something new. Respect for the people around me and for the effort they put in every day. That afternoon, Mr. William reviewed my work. He found mistakes. "Do it again," he said. I wanted to argue, but I didn't. I just nodded and tried again. When the day ended, I was tired but not angry. I felt something different. I had earned something. A small piece of pride, a new beginning. The next day, I woke up sore but ready. My father gave me a simple nod. "Good," he said. At work, Mr. William was blunt. "You were slow yesterday. Work faster today." I didn't argue. I worked harder. He found fewer mistakes. "Better," he said. Just one word, but it meant more than anything I'd ever bought. Weeks passed. I improved. I made fewer mistakes. I understood money not as something to spend, but something to earn. I respected my father, his work, his sacrifices. He wasn't just rich. He was strong, responsible, and wise. Then one evening, he called me to his office. "You've changed," he said. "At first, you were lazy, but now you understand." He handed me a small key. "This is your office now. You've earned more responsibility." I held the key. It was light, yet it felt heavy with trust, with meaning. The next day, I stepped into my own office. Small, but mine. I wasn't just a worker anymore. I was learning to lead. I made mistakes. I had hard days, but I kept going. I wanted to be like my father, the lesson that changed my life. Looking back, I laugh at my younger self. I thought life was all about ease, fun, and comfort. I thought money came effortlessly. I was wrong. Life is about effort. It's about building something with your own hands. My father didn't just give me money, he gave me the greatest lesson of all. And now, I'm ready for the future. Not because I have money, but because I know how to earn it.